Hi everybody, thank you for joining me and welcome to this reading for the angel advice for your twin flame. So why don't we start off by defining the difference between a twin flame and a soulmate. So a couple days ago I did a soulmate reading for you guys, and so let's talk about the distinction or the difference between soulmate and a twin flame because it matters here. Twin flame is one person. Some people say you could have more than one twin flame, but it is one person that's supposed to be a special relationship with you. Now, if you don't believe in twin flames like that, that's okay. Then these are like your closest soulmates. I believe that a lot of us are soulmates because we're in contact right now together, but twin flames really have a purpose on earth together, and they come in and often form a romantic relationship. Whether you're in a relationship or not, this reading is for you. As you can see, we have 4 different options to choose from. This is going to be a long reading, so I'm just telling you now, this is not like a quick, short, out-of-the-way reading. This reading is going to take probably an hour to an hour and a half, so get comfortable and, sit back and enjoy yourself. We may actually split this up into two videos. I think we will. So for those of you guys who are new to the channel, just go in the About section and follow through to the links to the actual video where your number is. So that's awesome. So just bear in mind. So one thing that we're going to do is we're going to do a full tarot card reading, and then we're going to do an oracle reading at the end. So we're going to go back to 1, 2, 3, and 4 and go back and read the oracles. Underneath these pieces of paper, I have a special message from my heart to yours. We'll also read that at the end. So go check it out. And some of you guys are mentioning that there's different people in your lives that you're wondering who the twin flame is and what's going on. By all means, watch each of the videos if you are interested, okay? So it is 1, 2, 3, and 4 for those of you guys who want to keep it straight that way. But just to keep it straight for another reason, we're going to use some tokens. These are First Nations tokens with special keywords. So try to focus and bring attention to, oh shoot, we can't do this without the autofocus. Hold on, let me turn that on. Okay, it's just for a minute. So focus on this picture. This is the wolf, and it represents the theme of leadership. So think about whether the wolf or the leadership message resonates for you. This pile will be yours, okay? If you're drawn to the hummingbird and the word peace, the second pile is for you. And so we have that. So choose number 2 if you want peace and the hummingbird. Number 3, you guys get the killer whale and loyalty, right? So choose number 3 if you are drawn to the killer whale and the word loyalty. And finally, number 4s, you guys get the frog and happiness. So choose number 4 if you are drawn to the frog and the word happiness, okay? So we're going to do 1, 2 right now, then we're going to take a break, and then we're going to read 3 and 4, and then we'll come back also in the second video and look at the special message for each of these as well as the oracle cards. So if you choose 1 and 2, please make sure to go and check out the second video. We'll link it in and tag the time for looking at your message, okay? So thank you so much. I may actually even use these cards as well. I'll just say it now. This is the Brow Tale. So opening energy, this is a wonderful message. These cards are made in Italy in a very sacred place, and they're oracle cards and they're very special. And so the fact that I just opened this up and there's an opening really says that we are connecting to the angels and they are bringing forward information for us about our twin flames. So thank you guys. If you want to wait and come back, or if you want to watch the whole video, please do so. Thank you guys for giving me likes. As you know, the YouTube gods really want us to have lots of likes and comments. So if you're watching the saved version, please make sure to leave a comment, and not only the like, right? Okay, good. So I have to take these off camera, but I'm just setting them around me because there's just not enough space. So we'll start with the Wolf Clan, the leaders. Let me know if you chose number 1, or if you have chosen the wolf as your message, or as your spirit guide to guide you. As you can see on the bottom side, there's a special message I will read for you guys after. So I wrote that before I chose the cards. We'll also set the oracle cards aside, and we'll look at them in the second video. So link through in the about section for that message. Okay. Okay, so those are the cards I chose for you. Wolves, let's go for it, okay? Okay, so here we go. So this is the Romantic Tarot. So this is the deck that I'm reading with, if you are interested. So I chose from the bottom, so we'll pick. I'm picking from the bottom because this was the first card I chose, okay? So we have, this is the King of Wands. So you have a King of Wands right at the center. The starting energy that the angels want to talk about is the King of Wands, who is a Sag, Leo, or Aries. There's a man who has in some way great authority over your life at this time. This person has in some way invested into you, and for that reason you are responsible to him. This is a person who could be approaching you as well, or the person in question that we're talking about. This person wants the very best for you. This person is knowledgeable, he is wise. He can be a little bit demanding, and so in which case you have to make sure to assure that you are taking care of the things that you need. This person can run the world, right? So when you're in his presence, you can have the feeling that he can create so much more flux around you than anything that you can control. And so you have to in some way kind of not be intimidated by his position or power or his kind of influence. Somebody mentioned that they're dating a woman, and it could be this person, this King of Wands, and yes, most definitely this can be a woman. Okay, so the next two cards represent your position in the situation, your aspirations within this twin flame relationship. Your first card is the Six of Cups. You guys know that the Six of Cups is the soulmate card, so it does represent that there is a confirmation that you are looking or connecting with a soulmate. This is a lot about nostalgia, about the things that you want for your life, and trying to make sure that you get the things that you want in your life out of the situations that you are a part of. The second card in terms of your aspirations in this relationship is the Fool. So you really are ready to let go of anything from the past and move forward towards a new beginning. You're not so keen on reflecting on the past and trying to heal anything. You're in fact excited about the prospect of the future. I feel as though this person could even be you, because these cards are all so excited, hopeful, celebratory, and I feel like you are very much excited about the world in front of you and the directions that you are taking with your life. The two cards here represent your twin flames mindset in terms of what they want for a relationship, in terms of the direction that they are going. Here is your first card for them. You have the Wheel of Fortune. So that's the card of Jupiter. So they very much want an improvement in the world, and a continual betterment of circumstances, not only for themselves but also for you as well in the relationship. They want to travel, they want to see the world, they have the means to do it. And so this person wants to open up their world to you and open up the world for both of you. Here is the next card. We have the Knight of Cups. So this person is making some kind of generous offer, emotional offer towards you, in trying to welcome you into the things that they are trying to bring about in the world. This could be an emotional offer, or this could be some kind of gesture of love and friendship. Okay, so this person is thinking very romantically about the relationship that they have with you. They are thinking very open-endedly about the prospects of where you guys can go. They may not be thinking about consequences right now. They may be thinking about the ideal circumstance, right? So these two cards now represent the next stage in the relationship, what is actually happening. Let's see. So we have, for you, we have the Seven of Pentacles. You realize that you have to take care of some financial responsibilities. I think something will cause you to bring attention to the physical world, such as saving money, working on something, finishing a project, committing yourself to something, and moving forward towards the directions that you want in a practical way. So I can see almost like a difference of opinion forming. So that you in some way really want that love relationship. They do as well, but they're very in the romantic phase of things. They just really want the world. They think they can have the world. They're not thinking about consequences, whereas you're starting to think like, uh-oh, if we want all these things, what are we going to have to do to get them? The next card for your partner in terms of the practical things they are doing is the Chariot card. So this is a Cancer could be involved in their side of the situation, giving advice and suggestions to them about which way to go with things. This is also about overcoming things and becoming more mature, so that they have a really good chance of, you know, improving their maturity level and expectations of the relationship. This person can be quite spoiled. You know, they can be born with a silver spoon in their mouth. So sometimes it could be very hard for them to understand exactly what are the implications of their choices and decisions, and what are the actual consequences of, you know, living this kind of gallivant world and not thinking of outcomes. It seems as though you've probably lived more than they have, maybe not in years, but definitely in experiences. It looks as though you're consistently thinking and you see the pitfalls of life, so you feel responsible to them. The next two cards represent advice cards for you, my dear, to figure out how to move forward. So your first piece of advice is the Lovers. So this person definitely loves you. They definitely want a relationship with you. They have you in their heart. The second card for you is the Ten of Cups. It looks like you are in really a deep romantic relationship that you can trust and you can continue. Any little speed bumps in terms of how to get things done, you can get through. This is a moment of trust. This is your time to really open up to someone. The next two cards are advice cards for your partner or your twin flame. Here is your next message. We have the Five of Pentacles. So I think that they're learning the lessons. They might just be learning the lessons slightly after you. So, you know, they have to kind of calm down their aspirations and their ambitions. And when they calm down and start thinking about how to make things actually happen, how the world works, then that is when they are going to think more critically about the choices they are making. So I would not be too worried about teaching them lessons. and so forth. Here is the next message. So you have the Ace of Cups, Four of Cups, sorry. Again, an offer. This person is definitely making you some type of offer. They will continue to want to open up their heart to you. They will continue to want to solicit from you love and affection. The outcome card in your spread is the Magician. So I feel like there's a lot of energy that is happening between the two of you, and there's a lot of creativity. The Magician always points to me about Sagittarius or maybe somebody who has a Mercury heavy chart or a Mercury ruler. That means someone who has Gemini rising or Virgo rising. But this is a person who in some way, or a situation that can change the circumstances all around, and can really produce a good outcome, and can in some way definitely have a good outcome in the situation. There's not too many problematic things in this relationship. I feel like the only thing that's on your minds is money. So if you can handle that, then I'm sure that you can make things work. And I think that really wonderful magical things are coming up for the both of you when you connect. So number ones, I really feel like the leadership message is really strong for you, right? That wolf, the leadership message, it's like eye on the prize, see it through, achieve the things that you want, you can have it, So I hope you enjoyed this. If you want to watch the second part of the video, it'll be in the second video. I don't think I can film all four. I can film all four in the first session, so stay tuned for the clarifier and the message. But yeah, thank you guys so much for being here, and let's move on to the next message, okay? That was fun, hey? Okay. So I'm going to set this aside and we'll come back to that in just a minute. So I think number 2 we had the hummingbird, right? So let's begin with the hummingbird. Let me know if you chose number 2. Maybe let me know your sign. Hi, number 2. Thank you for joining me, and welcome to your reading for angel advice for true love and for your twin flame. If you chose number 2, you chose the hummingbird, which is marked by the message of peace. Today what we're going to do is first take a look at your tarot card reading, and then in the second video linked down below, I will read for you guys the special message from me as well as your oracle cards, okay? So stay tuned for that. But let's take a look at the heart-shaped spread with this deck. This is my deck, the 19th Century Tarot. And so let's take a look at what message you have for your twin flame. Okay, so your first message is the Four of Cups. This is where the relationship starts, and so this relationship is starting with an offer. Somebody is being awoken from not actively participating and not actively being present in your circumstance, and I feel like there is this kind of prodding to wake you up and make you aware of the things that are happening around you, and offers are being made in order to pull you out of the circumstances that you have been in. The next 2 cards are awareness cards of the direction you want to see your relationship to go. So you have the Oracle Mystic. The Oracle Mystic in my deck is the High Priestess. So you want a relationship that allows you to step into your power as an energy worker, a light worker, a witch, or whatever kind of energy that you work through. You want to connect with your own divine higher self, and you want a relationship that supports you in that direction. Here is the second card for you. We have the Ten of Swords. You've come through difficult moments to be here, and I feel as though you are now looking for someone who is mature as you are in life experience. This is Francisco Goya's painting, by the way. And so you've been through difficult things, and you've seen really difficult things in life. So you're looking for a relationship that is more profound, that is not necessarily just basic or naive. You're looking for someone who honors the fact that you've seen very difficult moments in your life, and that you have faced ruin, possibly even, and as well as difficult relationships. You want a relationship that honors these things within you, and supports you to becoming your higher self. So that's really beautiful message. So here are the two goals that your partner, your twin flame, wants right now. If you don't know your twin flame, this is what they want still. This is like a little insight into what's going on for them. So they want the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is Sun in Scorpio. By the way, the Ten of Swords is Sun in Gemini. But the Six of Cups is true love. It is soulmate relationships. Your partner wants a deep connection with someone. Your twin flame wants to reconnect with you. And I feel if you don't know them, they are sending out messages into the world to connect with you and bring that into reality. If you have a quarrel with them, if you've been fighting with them in some way, this is a wonderful time to reconnect. Sorry. The sirens are like, pay attention, guys, pay attention. So I feel like the Six of Cups is like a clear signal. There's no time to waste. Just like the sirens going off, there's no time to waste in order to pursue this relationship. The next message about what they want is the Three of Swords. So they too have suffered a lot. In fact, I feel like maybe you have hurt them, have hurt their heart, and they have to get over it pretty much. In fact, I feel like they are in nurturing a broken heart and trying to get over difficulties in the past. If you've met this person already, they may not have been perfect at first glance. They may have had excuses, or they may have been afraid, or they may have even run away from contact with you. The reason they did that was because they were so intimidated by the fact that they had their heart broken, and because they thought that they were in the presence of a soulmate or a twin flame, but they actually were not. Okay, so the next two cards represent the next stage in the relationships. These are the ambitions of both partners. This is the starting part. By the way, this is my spread, so I hope I know you guys like it. You guys are gonna love this card. Most of you guys don't know this unless you're an OG, but do you guys know what this card is? So you guys got the Star. And unfortunately, without autofocus, you can't see really, but in reality there's an angel there, and then there's a baby in the boat, and the angel is taking the baby from the darkness into the light. And so this is pointing to the fact that you're going to make key steps in the direction to reconnect and reinforce your relationship with your loved one, with your partner. So I feel like you are very much in connection with that person, and you are on the right path to it, provided you really believe yourself. In order to become the Oracle Mystic or the High Priestess, you have to have within your heart trust for your own energy of the Oracle Mystic and High Priestess. You can't expect someone to support you towards something you don't support yourself in. So trust yourself, trust your discernment, and move forward and move through each day as though you and this person are already together, if you guys are in a quarrel, as if your relationship has improved, or if you are together, reaffirm your love for one another and take that leadership step towards peace. Remember, we have the hummingbird, peace. One of my favorite totems is the hummingbird. As you guys know, they fly up to my window. I live on the 5th floor, and they fly up to my window here in the middle of the city, hummingbirds. And they're so peaceful and wonderful. They'll come out in August and July, maybe August, September. So yeah, the hummingbird and the bird of peace is bringing you a confirmation that the direction you are going is right. This is also the time frame of Aquarius, so between January and February, so be mindful of that. The next card is for the next step for your twin flame. So here we go. So they have the King of Cups. So a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, they may be having a key conversation with someone who is giving them advice, or maybe they're coming into their own energy of being open again. I feel like you've been knocking on a closed door. I feel as though you've been kind of trying to ask someone to let in. That person wants the connection. But remember, the Four of Cups sometimes is this kind of shrugging of the shoulders, as if, you know, as if nobody's home, you know, as if they're in some way kind of keeping someone out. If that's been the case, the real reason is that they have a broken heart and they have to mend it. But you have someone who has a very emotional framework, whether they're a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, or none of the above. This person is really connected to emotions, and they are driven by their emotions. So the next two cards represent advice cards for you, and then the following two cards are advice for your partner. So here is your first message. So we have the Six of Wands. I love this card. So so this is about kind of enjoying a summer's day, right? And being within your element. So when you choose the right path, if you trust your instincts, if you're not afraid of the past, the Ten of Swords is not being afraid of the past, and you push forward with bravery, you will find success. That's the Six of Wands. The next message is the Five of Swords. So you will have to make hard decisions to put your money where your mouth is in order to persevere in your goal and the thing that you know to be true in this situation. I really feel as though in this situation you cannot push your twin flame to act. They have to come around of their own volition, of their own discernment. The next card is, so this is for them. They have the Seven of Pentacles, the Seven of Discs. So they have to invest in something. They have to physically start putting in the markers of the direction they are meant to take. Nothing will happen through emotion alone. They will physically have to move forward in order to make that connection with you. You have to trust that they will do that. If they don't do that, then they are not meant to be yours in the first place. Here is the next one. So we have the Princess of Cups, a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. So this is, again, they have to come in order to love. You have to be naive. You have to allow yourself to trust and make decisions sometimes not from the rational mind, but from the heart. And the Princess of Cups enables your partner to reconnect with that puppy love energy, the pure energy of trusting the universe again. That's a conversation they need to have with God, with the angels, and with the universe. And you have to allow them to have that conversation. You have that understanding. You're already at that position of understanding. By pushing, you will have a quarrel, a fight, and it's not going to work out in anybody's favor. Remember, the first card, the starting point was the Four of Cups. So with the Four of Cups, what we're looking at is an offer that is shrugged off, an offer that is deeply not appreciated. So, and the reason for that is that somebody has a broken heart, so they have to in some way mend that. they have a personal problem, and you're not their personal problem. So here is the next card. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so this is a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. This is about knowing your boundaries. So as much of thinking about their situation as you are doing and being complementary to the things they need, you have to stick up for yourself as well and push forward towards assuring that you get what you need out of the situation. A Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn will come into your life to help you identify those things and fight for it. Okay? So that was really great. I hope, let me know, number twos, how you like this video. I'm going to take a little bit of a break, and like 5 minutes, and I'll be back in 5 minutes. Make sure to like this video if you made it this far. And in 5 minutes, I'll be back to do 3 and 4. As well, I will be reading the special messages I wrote for you guys and the oracle cards, okay? So you guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to play you guys out with my instrument. And I'll see you guys in about 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes. So go grab a drink. Go, you know, whatever you need to do. Chill out, get grounded. 3 and 4 is next, and the oracle cards and the personal message, okay? So thank you guys so much for being here.